This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network. And joining me right now is Andy Duncan. He is the chairman and CEO of Boardwalktech Software Corp. It's a publicly traded company. I got two symbols for you: BWLK on the TSX Venture and BWLKF on the OTCQB. And you can see Andy and Boardwalktech presenting at our upcoming event, the SNN.Network Canada virtual event, taking place January 6 and 7, 2021. To register and check out that presentation or to book a one-on-one, go to Canada.SNN.Network. And with that, Andy, thank you for joining me today. How you doing?
Hey, Robert, I'm just great. Thanks for the opportunity to be here.
It's great to have you on. So this is our first time doing a video interview together. So I'd love to start off with a quick overview and history of Boardwalktech, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, that'd be great. So Boardwalk is based in Cupertino, California, with an operation in Mumbai, India. We went public through an RTO on the TSX-V in June of 2018. Our company is focused on enterprise. We have an enterprise SaaS model. We have a platform that we've developed called the Boardwalk platform that allows companies to automate a lot of the manual processes that they're doing today and really create a lot of value.
Very good. So what would you say makes the company unique and different compared to some of your peers out there?
That's a great question. We've got a number of patents on our technology. We currently have 23 of the Fortune 500 as customers today. So customers like Apple and Verizon and Coca-Cola and Ernst & Young, big companies that really rely on us for mission critical information management within their environment.
So I wanted to quickly follow up on that. As you mentioned, you have 23 of the top of the Fortune 500 as customers. What do they see as the value prop with Boardwalk's suite of services and products?
Sure. So when you walk into any large company today, like the ones that I just mentioned, they've spent hundreds of millions of dollars, sometimes more, on their core infrastructure technology like SAP and Oracle and Salesforce.com. But the bottom line is that most of the work is still being done in Microsoft Excel. Excel is a repository that people can take to effectively pull data from different sources within their environment, align that data, run formulas against that data, share that information to be able to come up with a decision. And the problem is that we all know that if you've got more than 3 or 4 people working on a spreadsheet, you get kind of confused as to what was the last version, who made the last change, and effectively it becomes a pretty messy situation. The Boardwalk platform effectively automates all of that. We can take Excel or any other type of information. We, through a single schema, low-code platform, can move that information into our what we call our digital ledger platform, which effectively manages the information and allows multiple people to be working on the same range of data at the same time, with a complete audit trail down to the cell level, so that you literally can click on the cell of a spreadsheet, millions of cells of data, thousands of users, and see how that information has changed over time. We believe that every enterprise is going to need the Boardwalk platform because of the breadth of these spreadsheet applications that are running throughout their organization. And it really is the last mile for these companies to move to kind of digital transformation and automation of manual processes.
So basically, it's like an enterprise solution for the Google Sheets, the Google Words, for that Google suite of services, but taking it really to the next level.
Absolutely. It's a great way to describe it. We, of course, believe that we're so much more than a Google Sheet or even a smart sheet, because of the integration that we have, because of the advanced workflow that we have, and because of the complexity of information that we manage throughout our platform.
Yeah, of course. I listen. I just want to make sure, in my tiny pea brain, I can make sure it's I got to have that one liner, right?
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, it's interesting, Robert, that if you look, everybody knows spreadsheets and everybody bounces these spreadsheets around, and it's just amazing to us to see how these $100 million decisions are made off of information in a spreadsheet with no history, no compliance, no automation. And it's just fascinating to us. You know, Microsoft Excel, #1 application in the world, 1.3 billion Excel users, yet we're still emailing these spreadsheets around. And essentially what Boardwalk has done is we're the first guys to put a database behind Microsoft Excel to allow you to be able to turn it into an enterprise application.
Very good. And what's your background, Andy? You know, how did you come into all this?
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of a Silicon Valley guy. I've been here all my life. This is Boardwalk is my 5th company now in the enterprise software space. I've had 3 kind of nice exits. One that didn't go very well, but you learn so much from the one that didn't go well. And Boardwalk now is such an exciting company. We literally have got all of these very big name customers today. We have a land and expand strategy where once we get in, we continue to grow. And that's kind of my whole background is enterprise sales. And you know, how do you create a recurring revenue stream off of a terrific technology to build value?
Very good. And with that, Andy, from what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the company's value catalysts now moving ahead into 2021?
Well, I certainly think that as we're kind of coming out of hopefully coming out of this COVID-19, you know, global pandemic, we're certainly seeing the workforce shift into more, you know, work at home and more online. That certainly plays very well with regard to Boardwalk because of our ability to help companies to automate these workflows and this information exchange specifically around both Microsoft Excel and around what we call unstructured data. One of the things that companies are really starting to realize is that all of their data is not sitting in some database in Oracle or SAP. About 80% of a company's data is actually unstructured. So think of all of the tweets, think of the emails, think of the all of the social media feeds, think of all of the purchase orders that are coming in a PDF format. It's all unstructured. And how do companies manage that? So Boardwalk is very focused on helping companies not only manage these Excel spreadsheets, which are considered unstructured data, but also their entire unstructured data environment. So how do you pull it all together? How do you make sense of the data so that you can make a great decision and improve the results of your organization?
Very good, Andy. So with that, where can my audience go and find everything they need to know to follow along the Boardwalk Tech story?
Yeah, well, certainly our website, boardwalktech.com is a great place. You know, as being publicly traded, obviously we're out and, you know, you can read a lot about our information kind of anywhere on the major services. Of course, I'm going to be, you know, at your conference and honored to be able to attend. And also, you know, honored to be able to do a presentation, and hopefully that will drive interest. I love talking with investors. I think that you know, that is such an important part of my role is being transparent, talking through the strategy of the company, laying out kind of where we're going and what our mission is. Where we sincerely believe that most enterprises are going to need to have our platform that kind of sits right next to those other big application platforms that they've got, and that managing this last mile of you know, unstructured data and spreadsheets is going to be a really important strategy going forward.
Creating structure where there is none. I think that's the new tagline. So, Andy, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck, stay safe, and I look forward to our next update.
Thanks, my pleasure, Robert. Thank you very much.